The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation censored my comment on their news story headlined, "Home prices haven't declined in Metro Vancouver since the last BC election, but talking about them has." By Justin McElroy, dated October 4, 2020. The link to the article is in the description below, where you will also find a link to a much better, and more serious article on this topic, by Douglas Todd, in the Vancouver Sun, headlined, "Metro Vancouver Housing Affordability Again a Burning BC Election Issue," dated October 5, 2020. The province of British Columbia is currently in the midst of a general election, and I am a citizen of Canada, who has lived in BC all my life, and it is my right to express my opinions about the BC election on CBC, which is Canada's government-funded public broadcaster. I am very concerned about the general decline of free speech in Canada, and internet censorship specifically. I believe free speech to be the primary, and most fundamental, of all human rights. I have cherished human rights, and free speech especially, my entire life. I have relied on my free speech to speak truth to power, when I was the first openly gay boy at my high school in Vancouver in the 1990s, and again, when I advocated for the Little Mountain tenants in my master's thesis. I must resist when my free speech is being denied by the state, which is what CBC did, by censoring my comment. So, it is in that spirit of resistance, and high valorization of free speech, that I am reproducing my comment that CBC censored, or, as they put it, content disabled. Please excuse my writing mistakes, I was writing quickly, and not editing. My censored comment on CBC's article regarding BC's general election of 2020 reads as follows. Quote, "The BC NDP have been an unmitigated failure on the housing file. They reneged on their 2017 campaign promise of $400 for renters. They let the Little Mountain housing project fiasco to continue to fester, and they allowed Ontario's Conservative Premier, Doug Ford, to take the lead among the provinces for banning evictions during the pandemic. Now, they're delaying the extremely important public inquiry into money laundering, for a shameless power grab. This is not an endorsement of the hopelessly corrupt BC Liberals. I am supporting the BC Green Party for this election. They are the only alternative to NDP or Liberals with any integrity in BC." End quote. Note that I posted the comment under my name, Thomas Thompson, instead of my preferred name, Tommy Thompson, because CBC will not allow me to post under my preferred name, for whatever reason. After I noticed that CBC had deleted my comment, I wrote another comment, which CBC in turn, content disabled. That comment reads as follows. Quote, "I have no free speech. I am supporting the BC Green Party in this election, largely because of the housing issue. But I can't say anything more specific than that. I am not even sure if I can say this." End quote. Subsequent comments I wrote under the article were allowed to remain, but those comments would not have been needed if only my first comment had not been censored, and my subsequent comments still did not convey the full content that was in the original censored comment. CBC censors Canadians every day, and to some, it may seem trivial. But this video is about the importance of free speech, and resisting censorship, which, in my opinion, is a cause of utmost importance. I know that people are being censored every day, and I think it is absolutely abhorrent, and I am making this video in order to, not only assert my own free speech, but to decry censorship and the denial of free speech across the board. Please feel free to comment below. Whether I agree with what you have to say or not, could not be more irrelevant, for I will always support your right to say it. As Voltaire famously remarked, I disapprove of what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it.